The big rock number two is, of course, close to our hearts. Community and connection is what brings about, or what brings our culture alive. We have prided, we are always proud of us as a community, wherein our culture is not just, or our core values are not just, according to Barb, posters on the wall, but they are living, breathing way of life. You can feel it, you can see it, these are observable things. We call it key behavioral indicators. So what does it mean to stay curious? What does it mean to be someone who loves to solve problems? So community and connection, as part of our big rock number two, I think, and I believe here in my heart, guys, that this is going to be something that we need to really nurture. It's still a big rock for us because we still have a lot of work to do here, especially that, when we embrace. I could remember when Barb put a stake that, all right, let's go ahead and be a hybrid, be a hybrid workspace. That also was the realization amongst us that, okay, how do we make sure that the culture that we built is going to stay strong, especially during the pandemic? That was when we built, or that we initiated a lot of, so we had a lot of conversations about this, initiated also a lot of programs. And what we came up with is really, number one, is on our leadership competency, because our leaders are torchbearers. Our leaders are the ones that brings the warmth of our culture to each individual inside the team. So for our community and connection, we've done an amazing, for this year alone, we brought about the team building that has a program flow, that has a passport, that everybody is going to be able to participate. We brought in, learning and organizational development to facilitate it for us, so that everybody in the team will understand, or not just understand, or really have a sense of what team building is all about. So we've brought that in for the first 2 quarters. Actually, for the team buildings are still ongoing. Apart from that, we've also, and thank you so much, Barb, for approving the budget for our team dinners and team lunches, so that everybody, Filipinos, when it's about food, everything is amazing. So bringing everybody over food to talk about life, on top of talking about work, because we cannot really avoid that. That, okay, guys, we're gonna gather together, we're not gonna talk about work, and then at the end of the day we're still gonna talk about work. So team dinners and team building activities and team lunches, we brought that. And the most recent event that our employee brand champs, our engagement team, facilitated was the Munch and Mingle, wherein, so we have photos here for those that were randomly selected. Was it random, or they had to raise their hand?
Yeah.
Well, everyone gets the invite, and then
they have to register.
You have to actually accept the invite. So you will find that there will be a selection of random people there.
Yeah.
So it's like a Tinder. So you swipe.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So the idea, if I can just share the idea with this, was from one of our long-standing amazing rock star VAs, who I was chatting with on a call about something else, and I was just happened to say, like, how is it? And he shared with me, he was like, actually, working from home is great, but I miss my buddies at the office. And I said, yeah, I get that. You don't get to meet new people anymore. And he said, it'd be nice to meet some people at the hub, and we don't bump into people anymore. And this was what I came up with. I said, what do you think of this idea? That maybe I just get like 10 random people together once a month and send you all for dinner. And it's not to do with work, it's actually for fun. So that's where Munch and Mingle came from. And the EBC team and the amazing Dean came up with this name, Munch and Mingle. So look out for your next invite to the Munch and Mingle. It's going to be every month, and we will be rolling it out in Manila, guys. So for those of you listening from Manila, there will be a separate one in Manila. We're just trialing it right now in Cebu. And we are planning, of course, to roll that in Manila as well. So I think that's going to be lots of fun.